tip it back in.
And you know, those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes as much as any single play in a game.
Yeah, they really can. I mean, they can't allow him to beat them to so many of those offensive rebounds. That'll kill you.
Nobody near Barnes. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. And Ibaka kicks to Durant. And he slams that one down.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Paul is doubled. Jacks up a three. Thunder with the rebound. Ibaka's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And the dunk by Westbrook. Savage, that's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely, those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Enes Kanter's checked in for Adams. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. For Kevin Durant. And it's Waiters in for Lamb. Westbrook passes to Waiters. From beyond the arc, Clippers have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Paul kicks to Barnes. Crawford, no luck.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And he gets the bucket.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assists. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shots.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Now, here's Redick. Defense right on him. And the Clippers miss again. The Thunder leading by 3. Here's Waiters. Kicks it to Westbrook. From deep. And Davis pulls it down. Here's Hawes. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess. Huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
And he knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Really good sign offensively the way they started this game out, getting a lot of hoops from close range.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get baskets inside. I know you were a three-point shooter, Steve, and a really good one, but it's always easier to score in the paint.
Crawford and Barnes filling out the wings. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
Matt Barnes, really a good glue guy. He rebounds, defends. He's gotten better with his outside shot, and he can really run the lane. And he's always had a toughness and a fearlessness that I think a lot of coaches love.
And the wide open shot from Paul. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Paul's got 6. And Durant gets it to go. And you look at advanced plus-minus measurements, Matt Barnes rates very well.
Not surprised by that, Kevin. He brings so much energy at both ends of the floor. He does a lot of those little intangible things that don't always show up on the stat sheet.
Back and forth we go. That basket gives us just another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
No good from Durant.
It would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Yeah, that kind of shot will definitely get you the high eyebrows from the coach and maybe get you a seat on the bench, too.
Griffin can't get it to go in.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, thank you, Kevin. As you know, Russell Westbrook, one of the most competitive guys you'll meet. He looks as though he is angry on Kevin Durant has said, anger could be good and bad, but it's on the good side for us. He doesn't like anybody he is playing against. He does a great job every single game of playing with fire and with force. Guys?
He's something else. Thanks. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Offensive rebound. Here's Paul. It's stolen by Adams. Outside Durant. From deep three-point range. Kept alive. And here they go. Here's Paul. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
For the Thunder, they've really struggled against Paul.
He has 9 points and 4 assists as well.
Wow, is he playing well, just taking over this game.
Boy, you got to love seeing a player get it going like that.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Clippers.
Well, this last season was the Clippers' 30th in Los Angeles, and for a team that's long played in the Lakers' shadow, the second season in a row, the Clippers were the best team in L.A.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And for the Clippers, in their 30 years in L.A., folks, only 6 times have they finished the regular season with a better winning percentage than the Lakers. Man, it's been domination by the Lakers out there in L.A. land. So Clipper fans are hoping that this is a sign of things to come going forward for their team, the Clippers.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Jordan. Davis comes in for Blake Griffin. Turkoglu's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Rivers in for Paul. And then for Oklahoma City, Andre Robertson comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Waiters in for Anthony Morrow. And guys, for the Clippers, acquiring coach Doc Rivers from the Celtics in exchange for a draft pick. In Boston, he'd been the second longest tenured coach in the league after Greg Popovich.
You know, but rather than rebuild, I think he wanted to go for another ring in L.A. He's got a lot of authority, final say on personnel decisions. So Doc has really put his stamp on this team.
Clippers leading by 4. Here's Rivers. Off target with his 3. Oklahoma City has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range.
I'll tell you what, the mid-range shot is not the easiest one to make, but when you've got daylight like he had there, I mean, those are shots you want to make.
Well, since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off that long-distance game here a little bit, and it's probably a good idea.
Yeah, you know, Steve, some teams would prefer to just shoot their way out of a slump, but getting a few to drop from inside the arc is really a good way to get your offense back on track.
From deep, it's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 3 rebounds now in this one. And slam dunk by Lamb.
Well, he wasn't phased at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
And he gets it back. And a tight game here is third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Yeah, the magic touch with the ball. He just made great decisions, piling up the assists there in the first half. Really doing a nice job for his teammate.
You know, it isn't a very common occurrence, Steve. Typically, he's more likely to be on the receiving end of the pass, but so far, it's been the other way around here.
Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. Backcourt tandem, Westbrook and Jeremy Lamb. Ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. And it's Adams in at the 5.
And that was very confident offense right there.
You know, for a player whose star shines as brightly as Blake Griffin, Steve, it seems there are a lot of naysayers regarding his game, although I think you and I would agree he expanded his game, certainly this past year.
Well, I can tell you this. I am not one of those naysayers because I think Blake Griffin was the third best player in the NBA last year. The offensive expansion to his game, the post-game, the passing, the ball handling in transition. I mean, he is an amazing player, and he has gotten better and better every year.
Westbrook dishes to Adams. Crawford with the steal. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Jordan. Paul's got the lead up to 6 now. For the Clippers.
Pedal to the metal right now, really pushing it.
Yep, 3 of their last 5 makes coming in transition, guys. And they get one to go now after missing their first 3 shots. Maybe this will kick them into gear.
Here's Griffin. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
Well, he won that battle, and in general, they're winning most of the battles tonight.
Well, those are some very easy points if you can get them.
Well, and like Clark said, they have been getting them, not necessarily all on putback dunks, but a lot of second chance opportunities.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those. A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Steven Adams. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Lamb.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Barnes kicks to Crawford. Paul for 3. It's rebounded by Durant. Durant's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
You look at the Thunder, they're really the epitome of patience. They build through the draft model, constructing a contender with consistency and just a solid approach every day. That's why they are year in and year out so tough to miss.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. Let's quickly bring up the 2K leaderboard for a look at the top free throw shooters among point guards. Second, Chris Paul.
Well, if these guys can get to the line, there's not much question what the outcome is going to be. So it sort of prevents the defense from being as aggressive as they'd like to be against them.
That's exactly right. I mean, you'd rather dare them to make a shot than risk sending them to the stripe. That's almost free points for them. At least there's a chance they'll miss from the floor.
From deep, Morrow. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And that one's good, Barnes. And now it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead. And for the Thunder and their success, of course, not just predicated on top picks, but Clark, you've always talked about this, the right kind of top picks.
The fit is so important. They've had great success with their picks. There's no denying that, and it's not easy to make that happen, but they've got a tremendous front office that does their homework, knows what they want in terms of talent and character and fit. And then you've got to give a little nod to luck and fortune here. I mean, not all of it. I mean, some of it, you know, it's not always all science. There's a little art.